Hi, and thank you for joining us for today's episode with our Zoom series with VCC clinicians. Today, we have a very special guest, Carol Song, licensed acupuncturist. You can see her at our Vista branch at VCC Valteris. Today, we will be talking about acupuncture, what it is, how prenatal patients can benefit from this service, and how you might be able to go ahead and get an appointment with Carol Song here. So Carol, I will let you go ahead and begin the process. Can you tell us what acupuncture really is?
Acupuncture is the insertion of fine needles, the very thin needles, into the patient's body. The needles are only as thick as maybe a couple of strands of thick hair together. And you can think of the human body as similar to to planet Earth, where you have waterways that are like oceans, seas, rivers, streams, or springs. And likewise, the body has pathways similar to waterways. So needles can be inserted in the legs or arms to affect conditions elsewhere in the body, in various places in the body. Um, at Vista Community Clinic, we mostly see patients for pain because that's what insurance covers and that's what Medi-Cal covers. And I'm sorry, go ahead with your next question.
Oh no, that was great. I will say I didn't realize they were so thin. That's a very good point. So as a patient, I don't feel them in the same way a traditional needle would be felt, correct?
Absolutely. It's not like a hypodermic needle where you're having a blood draw or you're having an injection. There's nothing left behind after the needle's removed. Like there is no injection. It's normal to feel like a little pinch or prick upon insertion, but if there's any discomfort that doesn't quickly subside, I would want the patient to tell me and that would be adjusted so that the patient's comfortable.
It's very interesting. So from what I understand, prenatal patients can really benefit from this service. Can you tell me how, as a pregnant patient, how I would benefit from that, when I could maybe start the treatment, and when I'd have to stop if there are any restrictions at all?
Yes. For prenatal patients, as with any of our patients, if there's any occurrence of pain, then we can treat with acupuncture. Some conditions that I see more often in pregnant patients are carpal tunnel syndrome, round ligament pain, or hip pain, or back pain. So all those are covered by insurance to be treated with acupuncture. But then people also have various pains that they may have had since even before their pregnancy, including things like headaches, like neck and shoulder tension, or low back pain, or ankle pain, knee pain. So regardless of whether you had it since before your pregnancy or if it's a pregnancy related condition, we could treat all that. And or it could be, pain due to old injuries, or it can be pain related to more internal issues. For example, someone might have like upper abdominal pain in pregnancy related to heartburn, or
Sure.
bladder pain related to a UTI, or it could be rectal pain due to hemorrhoids. So like pain is always the starting point, but we treat those pain symptoms by addressing underlying conditions.
Wow, that's really great. I wish I had been able to go to that when I was pregnant. So are there any restrictions? Do I need if I go to 40 term or 40 weeks term, excuse me, do I need to stop at any point or can I see you the whole time?
You can see us at any point in time in your pregnancy, and it's acupuncture is safe for the duration of pregnancy and postpartum, as well as helping a woman to conceive. So yeah, it's safe for all that. And there are side effects such as better sleep, better emotional balance, just being more relaxed. And it's also effective for other pregnancy related conditions, such as like nausea during any trimester. Acupuncture is also great for labor preparation, actually, when you're or if a fetus is breech presentation or malpositioned. Um, but again, the starting point would always have to be the presence of pain. So we would be treating the pain as we are, but we wouldn't neglect something like nausea or other things coming up in pregnancy.
Wow, that's very interesting. I want makes me want to know more about acupuncture. Um, so let's say I'm a patient and I haven't seen you yet. Can you tell me maybe when and where I can reach you?
If you are a Medi-Cal patient, you don't need a referral. You don't need a referral from your primary care or your OB. You can just schedule directly. But just be aware that there would need to be if you're going through Medi-Cal or your insurance, there has to be some pain. If you're paying out of pocket, there doesn't have to be pain, basically. Um, so for Medi-Cal, you don't need a referral. For your private insurance, you would have to check to see what the coverage is for your policy, and also if your policy requires that you have a referral from your primary care. And VCC has some same day appointments. Like sometimes that comes up, like an opening appears in the schedule. So it's always worth calling in the morning to be seen if you can see that day. Otherwise, we are there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, some Fridays, and some Saturdays. If you call to schedule an appointment, the schedule's often booked a month out in advance, but we do also have a standby schedule that you can try to get it through.
Oh, that's great. That'd probably be worth it too. Okay, so I probably didn't ask everything I should. Is there anything else that you wanted to mention about acupuncture in general or acupuncture for prenatal patients? I mean, you gave some really great information, but just in case I forgot to mention anything, I'll give you the floor.
Just that, so we focused a lot on prenatal patients, but it's really good for health overall, like at any point in your life, at any transition point in your life too, like whether it's menopause or as I mentioned earlier, it could be postpartum, or it could be for we have a number of patients who may have some um, reproductive disorders of different sorts. And as long as there's some aspect of pain involved, then acupuncture at VCC can be an option.
That's really amazing. It's so nice to hear that we offer those kinds of services to our patients and our community members. Thank you for the work you do. Thank you for your time, and thank you for that information. All very interesting. Hopefully, in the future, we can have another discussion on acupuncture once I get a little more educated on it. Again, thank you for your time. You can reach Carol Song by either calling or texting 844 308 5003, and I'll put that in the caption below. That is an appointment line. You can go on our website, www.vcc.org, to learn more about acupuncture, learn more about Carol, or learn more about all of our other services and our locations. Hopefully, you get to see some new patients and help them out with their pain at any point in their life. All right. Well, thank you so much for your time, Carol. I hope you have a wonderful day. And again, thank you for all the great information.
Okay, thanks so much, Allison.